What a week it's been. Honestly, cannot wait. We've got a trip down to South, heading down to Greenville with the family this weekend. Cannot wait. Honestly, it feels like this entire week has just been relentless. We've had calls down in the county, in the city. No rest around here, honestly. So yeah, only 24 hours to go. Then we're heading down with the family. It's going to be a nice heading down, I think, to the autumn fair as well. It's going to be nice. Going to be nice. But either way, we're here with the team. Pretty reduced numbers for now as we just monitor. I think there's a little situation going on in Springfield. Got some people down there, but aside from that, all is pretty well. We've got a phone call. Let's take a look at this. Nurse Thomas here from the hospital. My patient has some serious symptoms. Think we need FEMA. Which hospital is this, and can they expand on the symptoms? Don't usually get calls to my personal number, but I guess it is on the website. Right, River City Hospital has trouble breathing, nosebleeds, internal bleed. Oh goodness, okay, escalated fast. Yeah, I mean, okay, we'll head down there as a precaution. River City Hospital, all right. Hey, I'm gonna head down to River City Hospital. Apparently there's some issues there, some patients with internal bleeding. They think it's something bigger than it is. I don't really know. We've got calls like this in the past. So I think I'll head down there by myself to start off with. If it is anything major, then yeah, I think we'll bring the rest of the team in. River City Hospital. We'll take the highway over there. That'll be probably the quickest means of travel. And then, yeah, I guess I'll just communicate to my team with what happens once we get there. Glad to be getting out of the county at least. We're really struggling to get onto the highway. Had so many calls and so many issues with the Springfield area lately. It's, well, nice to travel down to River City for a change. Figure out what's happening over here. We should just park up at the front and make our way and find the doctor who contacted us there. Hi there, sir. I've just got a call. I was called in by, I believe it was Nurse Thomas. Wanted to see me, so if you'd mind directing me to their room, or let me know where I can find them to discuss further, that'd be appreciated. Ah, perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Do you want to head back somewhere a bit more private and we can discuss this further? Seems pretty at capacity though. A lot of these rooms are full with patients, so yeah, quite a lot of people in here. All right, what have we got here? I feel like I should be wearing PPE, but okay. So what, you said internal bleeding. What else was it? Nosebleeds, something like that. Okay. Is there any other patients that you know of with similar symptoms, or is this just a one-off incident? All right. Yeah. Keep me updated. I'll stick around in the city for a bit, and then I'll head back to the county. If there is anything, if you start to see it spread to other patients, then let me know. Yeah, not really much we can do there. If it does spread, if it does happen to be some sort of virus that is contaminating others in the hospital, then that's much more down our street. So we'll see. If he calls me back, then we can go and investigate. Else, I'll probably just head down to maybe Three Guys, grab some lunch there for the time being. So, just received another message from Nurse Thomas. Let's see what he has to say. Right. Hey, need FEMA now, spreading rapidly to more people. I think I'm infected as well. He was correct then. Alright, let's head back to hospital and figure out the best course of action going forwards. Front desk is pretty empty now. Ah, there he is. Alright, hi sir. Good to see you again. Okay, let's talk this out, figure out the next plan of action if you just want to take me, again, somewhere a bit private. What happened in the last like hour or so that I left? Can you explain to me what the situation is at the moment? Hey sir, can you just leave us be for a moment? Yeah, okay, can you head back to the front desk? Okay, you shouldn't really be just walking back here. Off you go. There you go, back to the front desk there. Alright, thanks, my team's arriving now. They're all showing symptoms. Okay. Yeah, how many infected, what are the symptoms, and any other information that we can get. So, if it is airborne virus, that could be the Hemora 5. Because that originated southern Georgia. I mean, that kind of ticks the boxes there. Where is everyone right now that you can confirm have those symptoms and are possibly do have the virus? Where are they at the moment in their rooms? Okay. Can you give me a couple minutes? I'm just going to talk to my team, and then we're going to come back, talk to you guys about the best course of action from there, okay? Keep everyone in their rooms for the time being. Don't let them socialize, all right? Mercury Hospital checks every single one. Yeah, I'm thinking that. So it seems to be, I mean, it's taking all the symptoms for the Hemora 5 virus, which is airborne, in which case I'd say we take everyone out of the hospital. Keep the hospital for those infected with the virus. Take everyone else out. We set up some sort of triage out the back of the parking lot here. We can call in, local PD and FD to help out with the situation as well. We'll get PP on. Let's go talk to the doctors and nurses, also hospital administration. We'll figure out a plan to get everyone out of the building. And I think we just contain all those with the virus to the ground floor. Okay, perfect. You've got the back, you've got the front, you've got the lobby. Okay, grab some hazmat suits. Okay, I'm going to contact FD and PD, try and get some units down here, and then we can set up triage around the back. Local PD just arriving now. That's good, that's good. Okay, how are we getting on inside? They're talking to the doctors now. Right, I need to go and put some protective gear on myself. Okay, do we know how many people are actually inside the hospital that we do need to evacuate outside, and at least how many tents we need to actually set up to triage those currently inside being treated on? So we do actually have to factor in the doctors and nurses. 2025. All right, that's not too bad. That's a lot better than I thought. I think if we can clear this as much as possible, we can get FD to set up some tents over here, since I've already called that in. There we go. Medics, FD, rescue. Perfect, they're all arriving. I think we've even got a command truck. All right, let's try and keep the spaces open. If you can head straight down there. So yeah, park as far down as possible. Okay, keep the vehicles coming. Jeez, I've got a lot of apparatus coming in here. Yeah, we're going to try and keep the parking spaces empty. I think try and move these vehicles down as far as possible. If we can move the mass casualty unit as well, that'll be appreciated, because we need as much space in these parking spots as possible. Can we get everyone down here? FD personnel, any on my team as well. Just doing a quick brief before we continue on with things. All right. What we found essentially is there seems to be about, I think it's up to 6 now, people with suspected with the Hemora 5 virus inside the hospital. That is both staff and patients. We're going to be using the hospital, since it's airborne, we're going to be using the hospital to essentially contain them all inside. Yeah, hazmat suits, correct. We'll be using Class C hazmat suits for this. So essentially we're going to keep them all inside the hospital, use that to contain them, and we essentially need to set up triage out here. I presume FD have tents to set up for triage, so we're kind of relying on you guys for that. Perfect. So yeah, if you guys can set up tents, that's why we wanted to keep these parking spaces empty. And then we're just going to transfer everyone out on stretchers, beds, anything like that. And any staff as well that have not been contaminated, they can come out and continue to work on those patients. Okay, so yeah, if you are going inside, we want Class C PPE at a minimum. Okay, face coverings, anything like that. It is airborne, so does need to be some sort of regulator you're wearing. So perfect. Police have got a nice checkpoint set up there. They've also blocked the road off there. Essentially, we've got this entire back part of the hospital to ourselves. FD have got 5 tents set up so far. Yeah. Let's go inside now. Anyone who's got PPE gear can head on inside and start helping out. I'm gonna put some on as well and assist with that. Class C suit there. That'll do. Has a regulator on the front. And they've got the truck there. Okay, bit close, but it'll do. Let's just go door to door. See what we've got there. Okay, yeah, they're going to be contained inside there. Lots of boxes of tissues. They're going to need that. Okay, how are we looking in here? They're just getting a test kit. Perfect. Possibly infected. Okay, so all of these have shown symptoms of the virus. Is that correct? Oh, yeah, they are coughing quite a bit. How are we looking in here? Okay, have you guys been told to quarantine in here, or are you waiting for transit outside? Yeah, a bit of confusion going on, since I think the hospital employees should have been doing this. Not sure. Okay. Yeah, this is a bit confusing now, since we're not sure on the status of multiple of these. Been told nothing. Okay, so you guys have been sitting here waiting in the dark. Can you go and grab a doctor and see what the status is? We need a map or something on the hospital and to mark out the rooms or something, because this is getting a bit confusing now. Okay. Perfect. Right, no one on the upper floor, which is actually really helpful. We can contain everyone to the lower floors. Also makes transportation a lot easier. So we don't have any stairs to worry about. Okay, so they're both negative. All right. Let's get them out as soon as possible. Hold on a second. Hold on. Wait here just a second. We'll get you out in just a moment. Yeah, just follow us out. Follow us out and straight down here, take a right at the end. Yep, straight down here. Straight down here. Take a right at the end, please. So, how are we doing out here? We've got the tents numbered. 5 tents. That'll do. All right, and all of these do seem to be occupied, which is good. My problem is most of the doctors we've got from the hospital are infected since they're all dealing with similar patients. And so now we've got a situation where we've only got about 2 or 3 doctors outside having to deal with everyone, basically. I want to make this clear. Everyone outside shouldn't be contaminated. There should be no issues with PPE outside. Everyone inside must be wearing PPE, okay? Unless you're obviously a patient. Make that very clear, right? This is the problem. We're now getting confusion between departments and messages not getting across. Let's get my gear back on. We're going to head back inside. Hey, what's going on? What's going on in here? No, I know. We're trying to get the AC on and working. Just bear with us, okay? Look, sir, if you have a business meeting, that can wait, all right? Your safety, #1 priority. At least we've now got a clear differentiation between those who have tested positive for the symptoms inside and those who are not, and they have been moved outside. Okay, so PPE over here and test kits over there. All right, that's great. Can we get the test kits distributed to everyone outside first of all? Because I want to make sure this area outside is clear. And then we'll go and use the rest inside, and then PPE can be distributed as well among staff. All right, thank you everyone for gathering up. Just wanted to quickly go over the situation so far. So obviously, as you've just seen, got 2 sprint vans that have just arrived with more PPE equipment, as well as more tests that we're going to first start with the outside crew, and then we're going to send the rest in. I do believe we have some more tests as well coming soon, so that should be able to supply everyone inside the hospital. Overall, I just want to say thank you all for the work you've been putting in. This is probably as smooth as I could have asked for, honestly, even with all the hiccups we've had so far. I'll keep you up to date with any changes we hear, but for now, it's going to be about transitioning this into a long-term solution, 24, 48 hours onwards, and how we're going to work it out from there. So, great work so far, but nowhere close to being done.